Hi everyone, in this demo I'm going to show you how to connect the Namecheap domain to Amazon S3 using CloudFront and Route 53. So we're working out of the North Virginia region, US East 1, which is important for Amazon Certificate Manager. So make sure you choose US East 1, click on Certificate Manager, okay, click Request a Certificate, request a public certificate. Click Next. Enter your domain name from Namecheap. Okay, in my case, it's douglasbassnight.com. And then we want to add another name to the certificate. Click the star wildcard dot your domain name douglasbassnight.com. That'll cover the www dot, by the way. So DNS validation recommended, RSA 2048, no tags, click request. Okay, so this is for our SSL certificate. This puts the HTTPS in front of it. Okay, so pending validation. So here we have our two domains, your plain domain and then your www domain. So under CNAME name, canonical name, let's go ahead and highlight everything, the letters and numbers, up before the dot. So copy that. Let's go to Namecheap. Let's go to Advanced DNS. And under Host Records, okay, we want to add a new record. CNAME record. Under Host, paste what we copied. And then let's go back to AWS and let's go to CNAME value, copy to clipboard, copy the entire, go back to value, paste, and let's go ahead and save that. Okay, time to live, TTL 1 minute, sorry. Now let's save it. Click check. Changes saved. Let's go back to AWS. Okay, from here, we're going to go to Route 53. And in the dashboard, let's click on DNS management, create a hosted zone. Enter our domain name. Public hosted zone, check, no tags. Click create hosted zone. All right, successfully created. Scroll down. Value route traffic 2. So these 4 values, copy the first, go back to Namecheap. Okay, we're going to go to domain. Select the drop down. Click custom DNS. You already have 2. Let's add 2 more. And let's paste that first name server. 1. Let's go back to AWS, copy the second, paste the second, and we're going to do the same for 3 and 4. Copy 3, paste 3, copy 4, paste 4. So let's go ahead and save that. Now notice the DNS server update may take up to 48 hours for it to take effect. So just give it time. If you don't see it forward in traffic of your domain name, just give it up to 48 hours to propagate. Okay, so we're back in Route 53. Let's go back to the home. And now we want to go to S3. So we want to create a bucket, or we'll end up creating 2 buckets for the plain domain and then the www domain. So click create bucket, general purpose, enter the bucket name, the plain, douglasbassnight.com. Okay, scroll down. ACLS disable, that's recommended. We want to block public access, so leave that check. Bucket versioning, disable. No tags. Default encryption is server side. SSCS3, leave that. Bucket key enable. No advanced settings. Scroll down. And let's go ahead and create this bucket. So this is the first bucket. Your plain domain, in this case douglasbassnight.com. That's our bucket. Let's go into this bucket, click on properties, and we want to scroll all the way down to the bottom. Click on edit. See it's static website hosting. Click edit, and we want to enable static website hosting. Check host a static website. Scroll down, enter index.html, which is the page of the website, the default page of the website. No error document. Scroll down and save changes. Okay, let's scroll down. That successfully added the static website hosting. And this is your URL, your plain URL. Okay. So here we want to create an index.html file to upload to S3. So I'll include the link for the Amazon docs in the description, but here I'm just opening up a code editor. You can also open up a text file in your computer, but so we want to delete the sample template. So delete what's in between the speech marks or the quotation marks. And here you want to put your S3 URL. So copy that. Let's go back to index.html and we're just going to paste that in. Okay. So here's the title, my website homepage. Body header 1 is welcome to my website. Paragraph now hosted. And I'm just going to add something additional just to play around. So this is a picture of my amazing time at Amazon Spheres. Okay, let's just enter another line. And here, the Amazon Spheres. Let's try adding an image. So let's just double check. Okay, let's check. So I open up a core tab, okay, to get the image source. So I'm just gonna copy this. You don't have to do this, by the way. You can just save the previous lines. But here I'm just gonna paste this in. Let's see if we can add an image. So let me delete the example.jpg original and just enter picture I have saved, Amazon_spheres. Okay. Just give it a description. Amazon Spheres. And let's add a space. It looked like I forgot to add a space after the. Okay, let's save that. And name it index.html. That's what we put as the default for S3, remember? Okay, so that's saved. That's our S3 URL. So now let's go back to S3. Okay, we want to upload that index.html file. So click on Add Files, find that index.html file, and click Upload. All right, now that's uploaded in the bucket. Close that out. Okay, so we have one object in the bucket. So we want to create the second bucket, general purpose, and this is the www dot, your URL. Okay, scroll down, everything the same, recommended, block public access, no tags, no advanced settings, click create bucket. Okay, so now we have our two buckets. And in the second bucket, we're just going to do something slightly different under properties. So we're going to redirect. So let's scroll down, scroll all the way down. Okay, we want to edit static website hosting, enable. Okay, we want to redirect request for an object. And the host name, this is going to be your plain domain. So in this case, douglasbassnight.com, HTTPS, save changes. Okay, let's go back to the console home. From here, we're going to go to CloudFront. We want to create a distribution. So click create a CloudFront distribution. All right, origin domain. So we want to go and select the drop down of your plain domain. Okay. You can see it automatically entered it. So origin access control OAC, click on recommended, scroll down. We want to create a new OAC. So click create new OAC. Okay, it automatically populated it, sign request, so that's recommended, click create. So those two are there. And this says you must update the S3 bucket policy. CloudFront will provide you with a policy statement after creating a distribution, so you'll see that. All right, origin shield, no. Additional settings, no. Default cache be compressed automatically, yes. Redirect HTTP to HTTPS. So advanced so get and head, no. Cache, default. Scroll down. Disable, so do not enable security protections for this demo. But in real practice, you may want to. So as far as settings, price, class, I'm just going to use all edge locations, but you can choose either one. So here we want to add the two CNAME, alternate domain name. So your plain, so douglasbassnight.com, and then the www. So these are the two buckets we created. Okay, so SSL certificate, this is what we created in ACM. Yep, so it automatically populated. So go ahead and click that. Okay, we don't want to enable legacy support. $600 per month prorated charges. So scroll down. So we'll check recommended. That's fine. Scroll down. HTTP/2 is fine. And index.html as the default root object. Okay, standard login, leave that off. Yes, so on for IPv6. All right, let's go ahead and create this distribution. So click on create. All right, so the S3 bucket policy needs to be updated. So copy that JSON. And now let's go to S3. I'm going to open this in a new tab. Okay, so under our plain domain, let's go to permissions. So we need to give CloudFront permissions to access the S3 bucket. right? So let's edit the bucket policy and paste in what we copied from CloudFront. So that's the permissions. Save the changes. All right. And the bucket permissions updated. So CloudFront, so we're allowing CloudFront, services CloudFront. We're allowing it to get the objects in our S3 plain domain bucket. Okay, that's the CloudFront distribution. Okay, let's see, permissions overview. So if we go to properties, let's scroll down and let's test out our plain S3 URL. Okay. So let's go to origin. We need to create an origin. All right. We want to paste in the domain that we copied from S3. Do not select the other two. HTTP only. Port 80 is fine. Okay, let's create that origin. So remember, it's origin access identity. Yep, that's our origin access. Now let's test this. That's what I meant. So let's just test this CloudFront distribution. So copy that, and we'll open up a new window, paste it in, and that's it. Website is up and running. Welcome to my website, Spheres. But if you notice the URL, see the D2LY. So we're going to change that in Route 53. Okay. So now let's go into Route 53. And we're going to update that nasty looking CloudFront distribution URL. So go to hosted zone. We want to click on your domain. Click on create record. So in the first record, you can see your plain URL. Click alias. We want to type A, which is IPv4. Okay, CloudFront distribution. Distribution name, choose the cloudfront.net. We want to add another record. Same domain. This is going to be 4 A's, which is IPv6. Okay, click alias, route traffic to CloudFront distribution. So everything's going through CloudFront. Cloudfront.net. Okay, we want to add another record. These are for the www dot. Okay, so just leave www. The dot is already there for you. So this is our A record. Click alias, CloudFront distribution. Okay, we want to add CloudFront.net. Add another record. This is our IPv6. So add www. Click 4A, which is the IPv6. Click alias. Okay, traffic to CloudFront distribution and CloudFront.net. Let's go ahead and create those 4 records. So it's taking them from both buckets from S3. So your plain domain and then the www domain. Okay, records are created. So let's give them a test. I'm just opening a Cognito tab. And first we're just going to test the plain douglasbassnight.com. Hit enter. All right. So that one's up. Images still didn't load, but that's fine. Now let's check the www.snipe.com. Okay, so both are working. Both are working. So that's creating Namecheap domain using Amazon S3 with the CloudFront distribution, and also using Route53 for the DNS for both names. So here's the www.douglasbassnight.com. But thanks for watching. That's the end of the demo. Have a great day.